Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making buttermilk ice cream. And that's not truly baking, but it's a wonderful adjacent dessert that you can add to any cake, cookie, anything that I have made for you on my videos. Now, before we get started, I would like you to become a subscriber and click that notification button so you don't miss any video or tip that I have to give you, because I have a lot. I have a lot of knowledge. And I just want to tell you how fantastic buttermilk ice cream is. It sounds a little weird, but it's so good. It is slightly tangy. It's beautifully white and creamy. You can add little bits of lemon if you wanted. You could even add a liqueur to it. Sometimes I've added Saint Germain. You can add any type of flavor you want to it because it sort of absorbs any flavor. Today we're just making a very neutral buttermilk that we're going to flavor with pure vanilla extract. And you don't want to butter. When you make your egg custard, which is what we're going to do with our egg yolks, you don't want to cook your buttermilk because your buttermilk is cultured. So it's got a bacteria in there, it's very acidic, and it can curdle. So we don't want to curdle it. So we add it after our custard has been made. And our custard is basically made with egg yolks, sugar, and heavy cream. So in my pan here, I have 2 cups of heavy cream coming to a simmer. And in the meantime, I have 6 egg yolks. I'm going to mix that with 2/3 cup of granulated sugar. And my secret to all ice cream, not all ice cream, but a lot, is a little bit of all-purpose flour. So I have 2 teaspoons of all-purpose flour. And what that does is it actually allows you to almost bring your custard to a boil so it doesn't coagulate. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of my cream here because it's a little bit thick. And that you can do that if you feel that your sugar and yolks are not mixing right. And you want to keep this moving. So we want to almost dissolve our granulated sugar. And also on my left, I have an ice water bath. The ice water bath is going to collect any coagulated egg yolk that we might have inadvertently created, because when you heat protein, what happens when you heat protein? It coagulates and it gets thicker. So we want a thick custard, but we don't necessarily want scrambled eggs. You get me, right? We really don't want that. So you can see that my egg yolks have almost turned like a light yellow, almost like a lemon yellow. You go around the edges. All right. And we're going to gradually add our heavy cream because we're going to temper our egg yolks. Our egg yolks, you ever go to a pool in the middle of the summer and the water's like freezing? So you don't want to dive in all at once. So you put your toe in. Then you go in up to your ankles, and then your knees, and then your thighs, and then you dive in. Sort of like eggs. Eggs cannot just be dropped into something hot. They need very careful consideration. They're very frou-frou. So we're going to take our hot, heavy cream, and we're going to slowly add it in. And you're going to whisk as you do this. You're going to wish you had another appendage just to sort of whisk things up, but you're going to whisk it up. And then we're going to put it back on the stove because we want to cook our egg yolks. We don't want to eat raw egg yolks if we can help it. So we're just going to temper our eggs. And now our eggs are like, oh yeah, that's nice and warm. I'm warming up, but I'm not going to curdle. This is nice. And then you can gradually start adding it a little bit faster. All right. And you want to whisk all the time because you don't want any lumps and bumps. And if you have any, the sieve is going to take them out because I have the sieve over this ice water bath. So I have a sieve over a bowl, and the bowl is over an ice water bath. Okay. So now I'm just going to add the rest here. And we're not getting rid of this saucepan. I'm just going to wipe it down. And now we're going to pour in our hot custard, and we're going to start cooking our beautiful custard. Do this slowly. All right. And you're going to cook it for between 3 and 5 minutes. And I'm going to use the whisk. And what I was trying to tell you before is when you use a little flour, that's like my little secret, I don't do it for all ice creams, but some. It actually elevates the coagulation temperature of eggs, and it can actually prevent coagulation, not coagulation actually, but curdling, the harsher part of coagulation. When proteins sort of join together, usually they have a little moisture in between them, and you get that beautiful thick custard. But if they go too far, too hot, too much heat, they actually curdle. And then you get those hard curds, like if you make scrambled eggs and you do a little too much heat on those scrambled eggs. You want them soft. So we're going to bring this up to not quite a boil, but the flour gives you a little leeway. And I have this wooden spoon here because when we dip it in, it should coat the back of a spoon. Once we're done with getting this to be a little thicker, it should take between 3 and 5 minutes, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on your heat. You do not walk away. You do not answer the phone. You do not reach down and pet your dog. No, no. And if the cat needs to be fed, later. All right, this is something you have to actually give your full attention to. All right, not to mention cleaning heavy cream and custard off the top of your cooktop is a bitch. Really hard to do, it's awful, because the starches sort of cling onto your stove. How do you think I have any experience? Because I've done it. So I'm just going to reach my spoon, and you can see this. So we're getting there, and look. See how that leaves a nice line? So we are ready to go, and it's gotten nice and thick. So I'm going to shut this off. All right, you can see how nice and thick it is. I'm going to pour it through my sieve. I'm going to move this over. Let me just move it over just a little bit so you can see it better. We haven't put our buttermilk in yet. We're just going to pour this in. And you can see it's nice and thick on the bottom. I don't think I got any curds, but sometimes that happens. Even we professional chefs sometimes can have that happen. And then while this is actually going through the sieve, you're going to pour through 1 cup of whole buttermilk. You can use light, like lower fat buttermilk, but I love the fattiness of this buttermilk. And you want to shake your buttermilk really, really hard before you open the container. Just 1 cup. All right? And then 1 full tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Yum, yum, yum. All right? And you're just going to get that in there. Then you're going to get rid of that sieve. And I'm going to go get another whisk. So I want to show you. I'm going to leave that in here for a little while. Look how nice and thick that is. Let me show you what this is, because what I will do now is I want to let this sort of age overnight and chill overnight, but look how nice and thick it is. Let me get a spoon. And you can try it, because when things are cold, look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. I'm going to try a little bit. Oh my God. Just slightly tangy, very creamy. And I'm going to leave it in my ice water bath till it chills down. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, and I'm going to chill it overnight. That's going to let the flavors sort of meld and get jiggy with each other. And then tomorrow, or even the next day, I'm going to put it through my ice cream maker. And it's going to be the best ice cream, or one of the best ice creams you've ever had, because you've probably never tried buttermilk ice cream. It's great with a fruit dessert. It's great with a chocolate dessert. It's basically the other vanilla ice cream. It's the other white ice cream, and it's spectacular. So I hope you give this a try, but I'll see you back here after I freeze it. So I processed my buttermilk ice cream, and it's delicious, and I left it in the fridge for several hours. Look at that. Look how creamy. We need 1 more scoop, maybe 2 more scoops. It's so outrageously delicious. You see that? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do I need 1 more scoop? I don't know, maybe. This one's for you, okay? So this is for you. I'm gonna scoop it. You could put berries on this. You could serve it with cake. You could serve it with pie. You could serve it with anything you want. This is going to be your new vanilla ice cream choice instead of just plain old vanilla. I hope you become a subscriber. I hope you make buttermilk ice cream. Till next time.